with Casey Renee Cosplay out of Atlanta, Georgia. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you so much for being on the show this evening, and happy fall season to you.
Happy fall, the best season.
Wow, clearly you and I gonna disagree on that one. I'm a summer guy, but but I guess I like the fall a little bit because a couple things I look forward to, um, like wearing hoodies. That's pretty cool. Uh, and every now and then people can get sick of the warm weather. I get it. 90 degrees, 100 degrees. You live in Atlanta. Clearly, that's a lot of warm weather there. It's very hot.
Yeah, it's 85 today. I don't like it.
Well, that's just the summer saying that, well, we're going to stick around for a little bit longer. Uh, that's basically what it's saying. But let's talk about you.
Okay.
What got you into being a cosplayer?
So I have a degree in theater performance, and as I was like departing from Arizona, friends that were like, "You like comic books, and you're an actor, and you can make costumes. Why don't you do this thing?" And it didn't really resonate with me for about a year later, and then I just was like, "I'm going to be a Batwoman," and I did it, and I got addicted, and that was it. Like it was literally like 2 to 3 costumes a month after that.
That's awesome. I for one am a fan of cosplaying. I don't necessarily dress up myself, but I go to conventions,
Yeah.
and I see all sorts of costumes. Heroes, villains, comic book characters, video game characters. List goes on and on. And I've become very fascinated with people like to dress up. It's kind of like Halloween, especially in conventions. Like people like to dress up. I think it's pretty cool that men and women do things like that. So, I mean, regardless if it's a hobby or you get paid to do it, I think it's pretty cool.
It's fun too, and it's basically like wearing a band T-shirt, but for your favorite like comic or movie or TV show or video game. Like it's you just wear what you are passionate about, and like then there's the artistic side along with it that I'm most passionate about, which is why I do it full time now. Is like I love making. Making is my favorite part, and so I love making people things, myself things. And so I'm like at the point where I just want to wear a costume for like a photo shoot, and then I'm like, all right, I'm exhausted now. But I don't know, it's so fun and it's great.
So earlier today, you were streaming. You did
I was.
a charity stream.
Yep.
You made some Halloween aprons. You raised some money for the St. Jude's Hospital, I believe it was.
Yep.
Talk a little bit about the stream and what's it all about.
Great. So I live stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, generally from noon to 4 Eastern, a lot more. Normally I'll go past 4 o'clock. I make costumes live. I sometimes you'll see me like doing Worbla or foam crafting or whatever, painting. But today was all about charity. I have a year-long goal of raising $1,250 for St. Jude, and today was one of the streams where we get to like kind of like that's all it's about is raising money. And then I made 2 aprons, and one has been sold for the woman actually bought it for $50 instead of 30, but basically I'm selling them for charity. So the $50 goes straight to charity. It never touches my hands. And then same with I have a second one that we're trying to push for $30. It's a Nightmare Before Christmas theme. And it's just basically my way of giving back. I like as a kid, I always had like the best support system, and so as an adult, I want to make sure that whatever I do, like I think about the children that need help and the children like going through St. Jude's. Actually, one of my mods, her friend's daughter just had, I think it was like double bypass, and so it's really rewarding because I get to raise money for a charity that is giving this girl her surgery, and it's awesome, and it's it's a direct thing that I get to see. It's tangible, and I don't know. It's just my way of making a difference. I'm not super big into like doing parades and doing those kinds of things. But this is like, for me, it's about getting my community excited as well. And that's why I do Twitch as well, too. It's because I do have a community, and we like sit and hang out and sew and complain about working with like Tool or Organza, and it's like some people know what I'm doing and some people don't, and I get to teach through it as well. So I don't know, streaming is just a really great tool for me to share my love for what I do with others.
Just hearing what you said shows great character on your part, and just shows that there are some caring people in this world, especially in the cosplaying community, because cosplaying at times can have a bad rap. Popularity comes in the territory, or other sorts of drama, if you will. But to see someone like yourself use your platform like Twitch and to raise money for charity, for St. Jude, that speaks volumes. That shows great character on your part, and you're one of the few cosplayers that I know that do something like this. And there are other ways to contribute other than parades and get-togethers and things like that, and you definitely show that you can pull it off and make a difference. So props to you on that, Casey.
Oh, thank you.
And
thank you so much.
Absolutely. So obviously Halloween is next month, believe it or not. I mean, we just got into fall, and Halloween is right around the corner. And I'm sure you get asked this question, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, so many times. But as far as Halloween coming up next month, any idea costume you're going to be wearing?
This year, I'm forced to recycle a costume because I did get accepted into the TwitchCon cosplay contest. They only accept 20 people, and they send those 20 people to TwitchCon. So they fund the trip for us. We have a chance to win $15,000. So I'm actually spending the next month upgrading my Anne Boleyn, which already has about 300 hours into it. The plan was to do Vanessa Ives from Penny Dreadful and just be this creepy lady. But that's going to get pushed back, and I'll probably be Sarah Sanderson or like Wednesday Addams or something easy, because I just don't have time to build a new costume for Halloween. Because, I kind of want to win some money. That'd be nice. It's my first California convention, and I'm crazy excited. I have no clue what to do. I'm like, oh, my God, what do I do? But so, for Halloween, I think I might just do Sarah Sanderson again, or, like, something easy and not something I have to make.
Sounds reasonable. And who doesn't want money? Like, if you don't want money, especially if you need to pay the bills and whatnot, then people need to look at their priorities, But that's just me. But congrats on being on this TwitchCon cosplay contest. Twitch has become a very popular platform for cosplayers. Like every other cosplayer that I know that I've liked on Facebook or follow on Twitter, I see a Twitch link. Like, what do you think about Twitch as far as being a platform for a cosplayer like yourself interact with fans? Like, what stands out to you about Twitch that makes cosplayers want to use it as a platform?
They support us. Like, they really, really love us, and they encourage us. And the support team that they already have, so I joined Twitch a year and a half ago, and when I first started, there was people like Top Custom, Evil Ted, and Imperial Girl, who, within the first month of me joining, made a means to get to my stream and talk to me and encourage me to keep going, because the first couple months of streaming can be very lonely and scary, especially when you don't have a huge, like, you're not going into it with 100,000 followers. I went into it with a collective of 5,000 followers amongst my social media. And so it was very like dead for a couple months. But all of them made a means to check my stream out, tell their community who I was, what I do. And that's what it is it's the community that is already there on Twitch welcomes everyone. And I encourage people to stream on Twitch, and I offer help if I can to anyone that needs it. I offer my place as a means for people to join a community and meet people, because my community is awesome. Like, I have some of the best mods on Twitch. I have some of the best, viewers and some of the kindest people that come and just watch me sew. And it's like crazy because I'm not very interesting. I just like sew shit and like it looks cool. And sometimes I'm hand sewing and people are like, why are you doing that? And I'm like, this looks better. Like, while I'm stabbing my fingers, like, it's just awesome. And people enjoy it, and people genuinely care about the craft. And that's why Twitch is awesome, is they started with a great creative team and they keep continuing to grow. And like, yeah, I mean, it's awesome. It's wonderful.
All right, shout out to Twitch. They and that's quite an interesting name, Twitch.
I know.
But hey, I guess that's part of that whole nerd/geek stratosphere that just very appealing towards cosplayers and anyone that's related to cosplay that gets on board with Twitch, and it's definitely become one of the most popular streaming sites out there. So, and also a way from cosplayers to interact with fans, and you could be making an outfit, you could be talking about whatever, and people are gonna listen, people are gonna hear you out. And I think it's pretty cool that you are willing to interact with fans, because and I get it, people can they like the tweets and the likes and things like that, but to see you in the flesh while you out here sewing.
They see me without makeup on.
Yeah.
I bless them. They have to see me. Sometimes I'm sitting here with like running clothes, and they'll still come and talk and hang out, because like at the end of the day, I'm a real person sewing things and making. So it's really wonderful.
Okay, so I want to talk about you and a particular popular musician that you dressed up as recently. Lady Gaga. I see.
Yes.
I
have 4 Lady Gaga costumes that I've done over the last 3 years, and I have more. Like, I'm about to rock your guys' world. Patreon, November. Trust me, I got this. Like, I'm working with a photographer, and we have a goal of doing at least 5 different Lady Gaga costumes. So, I love her.
It feels like Lady Gaga, I guess from my understanding from the music videos I've seen, she's kind of been riding that cosplaying wave, and maybe people may not be aware of it, or maybe, she herself may not be aware of it. She's just staying true to herself. And I know people are going to have some comments about her costumes and things like that, but she is one of the most popular music artists out there, and she's got a strong fan base called the Monsters, and she's a testament of telling her fan base, look, stay true to yourself, be yourself. People ain't, not everybody's gonna understand who you are, what you're all about, what you're feeling, and things like that. All you can do is be the best version of you, and to Gaga's credit, that's what she has done. As what is your favorite Gaga costume that you've seen her wear? Whether it's a music video or a live performance, things like that. What is your favorite Gaga costume you've seen her wear?
Honestly, I think I have 2 favorites. This past year, when she performed at the Victoria's Secret fashion show, when she did that lace dress, singing A Million Reasons, that dress, like, I love that dress. I want to make it and wear it and be like, hello, look at me in a glamorous dress. And then also, like, completely Well, it's opposite of that. Joe Calderone from her music video, You and I, and also her MTV Music Awards performances a few years ago, when she sang You and I, like, I love both of those so much, because it's like seeing adult Gaga and like seeing Gaga if she was a boy. And I love that. I love getting to explore Gaga, like, what if? Not like, okay, Gaga's a mermaid or Gaga's, a serial killer. Like, no, like, this is adult Gaga. Like, this is literally who she is now, because she has grown up and she has learned and she is refining herself as a human being. And then she's just like, what if I wanted to be a man? Like, whatever, 3 or 4 years ago. Like, what if she wanted to be? And that's a legit thing that people think, like, what if I wanted to be a man? Like, it's awesome. And I just, those are my 2 favorite looks of hers. Like, I just love them. And I think that even though they're not, like, crazy and wild, there's, like, so much heart in them. And I think that those are the best things about Gaga, is she can show heart on something so simple, like a blazer and a shirt and a pair of slacks with a cigar, So, yeah.
So, as far as, let's say, upcoming convention appearances, now, obviously, you got, the cosplay contest coming up for TwitchCon, West Side,
Yes, my first time!
So,
Yay.
what are some other convention appearances that people need to keep an eye on that you're going to be attending at?
I'm working on getting the funds for Planet Comic-Con in Kansas City, Missouri. And then after that would be C2E2 Chicago. Chicago's what, like, I lived in Chicago for 4 years, and C2E2 is a big convention for me, and I love it. Aside from that, I have some tiny cons out here in Atlanta. I'm going to be doing panels at Conjuration, and I'm so excited for those, because I'm joining my friend Luna Rose, who is a huge inspiration to me, and she is brilliant, and we're going to do sewing panels together. So we're going to get to talk about sewing together and sharing knowledge with people, which is kind of crazy cool. But besides that, I'm not really a guest at any shows. I have nothing signed for 2018. If you guys want me, though, let your conventions know. Let me know. So that is a thing.
Well, since you put it that way, I do have a suggestion for a potential future convention that you might be interested in. See, I live in Lexington, Kentucky, and there's a comic convention out there called Kentucky Comic and Toy Convention. It's definitely one of the most anticipated conventions here in the tri-state, and they have a variety of cosplayers, and I'm just going to put it out there. Now, I don't necessarily know all the high powers that be in that convention, but I do know that they are looking for people for next year's convention, which is in early March or maybe April. It's one of the two. And I'm just going to put a request out there that you people should book Casey Renee Cosplay to your convention next year. So I
would love to come to Kentucky. I would love to.
See, people, Kentucky is not just known for, bourbon and horses and basketball. We got a lot to offer. And so I'm just putting it out there. So if we can get you here in Kentucky, that would be great. So I'll see what I can do. I can't make any promises, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try.
Awesome.
So before I let you go, why don't you go ahead and promote your social media links where people can contact you for like photo shoots, convention appearances, bookings, and things like that, and in your Twitch link as well.
Yeah, so I'm actually Casey Renee Cosplay on every platform. So I'm on Twitch, twitch.tv/Casey Renee Cosplay, facebook.com/Casey Renee Cosplay, Instagram.com, or I think they're, I don't know. Instagram is Casey Renee Cosplay. Patreon is Casey Renee Cosplay. It's Casey Renee Cos on Twitter, because it was too long for the play part, so whatever. And yeah, that's where you guys can reach me. I'm most active on Facebook. I respond as quickly as I can. Sometimes I'm streaming, so I don't respond during then. But if you ever message me and you're like, oh, maybe she's streaming, you can always come in and say hi. I love new faces in my stream and people to share the love with.
It was great having you on the show this evening, and this has been a whole lot of fun. I like you already, and I like your enthusiasm. And, you know, for the record, since you currently reside in Atlanta, clearly you and I are going to have a little something in common here, because I got some family that lives in Georgia, kind of like an hour plus away from you, small city called Augusta.
I know Augusta.
Yeah, so I go there from time to time, most likely Thanksgiving and Christmas. It's a small city, but it's a family city, and I go there from time to time. So just want to shout out to all the Georgia people out there. Like I got love for the peach state. I got some really good peach stuff. I'm just gonna put that out there. But great chatting with you, Casey Renee. Continued success, and hopefully, and the key word is hopefully, if things turn out very well, we can get you out here in Kentucky, whether for a convention or some sort of appearance or something.
Yay!
So thank you for your time, and you have a great night. Have a great weekend.
Thank you, you too.
All right, bye-bye. That was Casey Renee Cosplay out of Atlanta, Georgia.